Good morning. Welcome to Omni Ecosystems, a science-based, woman-owned business here in the Bronzeville neighborhood of Chicago's South Side. I'm Molly Meyer, Omni's CEO and founder, and I'm honored to introduce and welcome Governor Pritzker, Representative Robinson, Director Garcia, and their staffs to Omni Ecosystems today. We're gathered to hear an exciting announcement from Governor Pritzker and the Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. The news will help Omni Ecosystems and our fellow small business neighbors to develop inclusive workforces and to catalyze economic growth. What does Omni Ecosystems do? Omni integrates science and design into working landscapes to improve resiliency within the built environment. Simply put, we invent and manufacture soil-based technologies and provide the landscape architecture, construction, and management services to further green infrastructure. For nearly 100 years, this 2.5-acre block had only 3 trees on it. Through our work, there are now 70 trees living on this block. They thrive through our ultra-lightweight soil technology, supporting the rooftop forest that's above us, and the advanced solutions we apply to contaminated sites. The results manage significant stormwater, mitigate heat island effect and climate change, and make our communities more livable places. While our work at Omni spans the continent, from Boston to San Francisco, Minneapolis to Atlanta, we manufacture our soils here on Chicago's South Side. We care deeply about generating community wealth and creating opportunity on our block, in our Bronzeville neighborhood, and across our state. We've historically valued and invested in our team. During COVID, we maintained our headcount and kept our full staff employed at their full salaries. This spring, we were able to resume growth mode. We have expanded from a team of 26 to 37, and 9 of those new team members live here on Chicago's South Side. Through critical support from the state, Omni will continue to grow. We will more than double our staff in the next few years, and we will continue to prioritize hiring from our neighborhood. We purchased this site at 4131 South State 2 years ago to house our headquarters, and we've only been able to rehabilitate 30,000 of the 50,000 square feet. Support from the Rebuild Illinois program will enable us to complete this project thanks to Governor Pritzker, the DCEO, the SBDC, and our legislators. This grant gives us the opportunity for us at Omni and other minority and women-owned business neighbors in this building, including Hatch 41 co-working space and Hatch's member organizations, as well as the Elite Fitness Gym 13th Flow, to add jobs and develop community wealth as a direct result of this grant. After the program, we would be delighted to offer tours to anyone present, and we thank you so much for being here. It's now my honor and our privilege to introduce for the main announcement, Governor Pritzker.
Well, thank you so much, Molly, and it is really great to be here at Omni. It's terrific to see so many of you and working with such pride here at Omni Ecosystems. It's great to see that we're going to, all of us, get to experience the next chapter of Omni. And I want to offer my personal gratitude for your efforts to invite the neighborhood on the journey with you, building green space design here in Bronzeville, just as you do and will across the nation. I'm very proud to have worked with bipartisan leaders in the General Assembly, including Representative Lamont Robinson, who has helped us to shape this very large infrastructure bill and plan. It's really the largest in the history of the state of Illinois, and it's called Rebuild Illinois. While roads and bridges and trains are crucial and critical infrastructure that we have to invest in, so too are local investments that bring forward-looking jobs and further economic opportunity to communities all across our state. And that's what we're here celebrating at Omni today. With state backing of $2 million, Molly and her team are able to launch their next phase of development to not only expand their own offices, but also work alongside partners like Hatch 41 to uplift other local businesses, creating 280 new jobs over time along the way. And I want to just say, as somebody who helped to create a co-working space, I know how important co-working spaces can be for people and for the development of new businesses. This project is just one of 11 new projects that Illinois is very proudly supporting through our Rebuild Illinois Regional Economic Development Program, funding projects that will bring lasting economic benefits for residents all across Illinois. That includes expanding a Black-owned design center in Chicago's South Side, connecting bike paths with the metro system in Schaumburg, revitalizing a YMCA community center near the heart of Ottawa, Illinois. These are just some of the many markers of a strong community and a strong state. $16.5 million in state funding will unlock in total $75.5 million of investment and create nearly 1,500 jobs across the state with this RIRED program, RIRED. These projects and more are focused on supporting key long-term economic development priorities for our state, and doing so with an eye for boosting investment in communities that previously were, frankly, just too often overlooked. We know all too well that too many small businesses have been cut out of key resources needed to grow and invest in their communities. You can't grow, you can't compete. That's just a fact in the 21st century. And thus, cycles of equity gaps continue if we don't make the right kinds of investments. Since I became governor 2.5 years ago, together with the General Assembly, we've been making the necessary investments to bring an end to those long-standing harms. Whether it's investing in road construction or developing brand new community resources, our regional economic development projects are generating new opportunities and building the type of infrastructure that residents can depend on for many years to come. Crucially, our commitment to expanding equity in our neighborhoods goes far beyond the scope of just these grants. It includes hundreds of millions of dollars of economic relief dollars that we're directing to programs supporting small businesses and workforce development and affordable housing and utility assistance, impacted industry grants, and so many other efforts to build a strong and inclusive recovery from this pandemic. It's billions of dollars. In short, the local investments that we're celebrating today, this particular local investment is yet another milestone on our journey as a state toward the kind of Illinois that we're committed to building, where no resident is left behind. So thank you, and with that, I'd like to turn it over to one of my favorite people that I get to work with, because she is in part responsible for the economic growth initiatives of our administration, and that's our DCEO Acting Director, Sylvia Garcia. Sylvia?
Thank you, Governor, for that very kind and warm introduction. I really appreciate it. Good morning, everyone. As was mentioned, my name is Sylvia Garcia, and I'm the Acting Director of the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, or as we like to call it, DCO. Today, we're here to celebrate 11 outstanding examples of how the state of Illinois and local partners are working together to create jobs, strengthen communities, and advance key industries across the state. Rebuild Illinois Regional Economic Development Grants, or as we like to call them because we love nicknames, RIRED. These grants were created to jumpstart economic development projects that have a transformative impact on the community and in turn spark additional investment in their communities. Here in Bronzeville, Rebuild Illinois funds will support the next phase of Omni Ecosystems' ongoing project to transform this site that was once a dairy bottling facility and turning it into cutting-edge green technology facility. I love kind of seeing the plants and the energy in the space, really bringing those green elements into the facility. Omni Ecosystems, as was mentioned, is a women-owned firm on a mission to enhance sustainable building practices while rebuilding the community it calls home. So being here in Bronzeville and being able to create jobs and create a space in this community is really critical and is a great part of this program. In addition to producing soil to help mitigate the effects of climate change, this is also home to Hatch 41, a business incubator that currently houses 8 small business startups. And not only is Omni nurturing greener futures for all of us, it's helping to nurture the next wave of entrepreneurs and innovators. Really an outstanding cohort of projects across the state that include projects in Mount Vernon, Ottawa, Schaumburg, Quincy, the Quad Cities, and a few other places across the state. These projects will deliver affordable housing, medical facilities, business centers, and much, much more. No 2 projects look the same, but across the board, they all represent how we're using the governor's historic Rebuild Illinois capital program to support community-driven investments that leverage private dollars. Our $16.5 million commitment is yielding an impact of over 5 times that size. It's really great when we're able to operationalize those public dollars with private dollars to make investments in communities. We're really thinking about how we accelerate our economic recovery and create economic opportunity for all Illinoisans in all the work we do at DCEO. This program, RIRED, is one of many examples of how we as an administration are working to spark investment at a time when economic growth is needed most. In that vein, I'd be remiss to not give a quick shout out for our Back to Business Grant program, which we're currently accepting applications for. It's a $250 million program for small business owners who experienced losses in 2020 due to the pandemic. If you're a business owner in need of assistance, please go to our website, dceo.illinois.gov, and click on the B2B link to learn more about the program, find some community navigators who can help and assist you with the program, and also you can apply right there on our website. The application is available in 6 languages. We're currently accepting applications. We'll be making awards in the coming weeks very quickly, and so we just want to make sure no one misses out on this opportunity to receive an award of $5,000 to $150,000 upcoming. And again, that's a grant, not a loan. You don't have to pay it back. So I'm plugging it everywhere and just want to make sure everybody in this room is aware of that. In closing, I want to congratulate Molly and the Omni Ecosystem team and all of our other grantees today. We really look forward to seeing your projects flourish and the successes in the months ahead. With that, it's my honor to introduce Stephen Mitchell, the head of Hatch 21 Co-working Space. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stephen Mitchell, and I'm the founder of Hatch 41. Hatch 41 is a flex desk co-working space for entrepreneurs, freelancers, creatives, or anyone who just wants a change of scenery. Omni wanted to offer a welcoming space to fellow small businesses and entrepreneurs, so they furnish and maintain all the beautiful greenery you see around here, as well as the live 30-foot palm tree. Hatch 41 also offers commercial-grade Wi-Fi, conference rooms with smart TVs and video cameras, and business-class printing. And to top all of that off, it has sleek contemporary furniture and some of the most beautiful artwork in the world. Through donations from Hatch Development Chicago, Hatch 41 is able to offer membership far below market rate at only $150 per month. All of these things are important because they illustrate the continuation of the renaissance that's happening in Bronzeville. This grant will help expedite that renaissance. It will enable Hatch to expand and add more co-working space and private offices. This will in turn have a snowball effect on the Bronzeville and the Illinois economy. More co-working space equals more offices. More offices equal more businesses. More businesses equal more jobs. More jobs equal more opportunities for everyone, especially the younger generation that's getting started on a career path. Moreover, all of these people will need to eat at a nearby restaurant, shop at a nearby grocery store, get gas at a nearby gas station, and so on and so on. So thank you, Governor Pritzker, Mr. Robinson, and all the legislators that came up with this grant, because it is going to be a catalyst for the economic opportunity and is going to make Bronzeville an even more economically vibrant Chicago neighborhood. So thank you very much. And with that, I'd like to introduce the best state representative in Illinois, Lamont Robinson.
Well, good afternoon. Stephen Mitchell, I want to thank you for that very warm introduction, and thank you for your commitment to putting Bronzeville back on the map. Thank you for bringing arts to Bronzeville, and thank you for bringing jobs as well as a working space for our community. I'm Lamont Robinson. I represent the 5th District. I want to welcome all of you to the 5th District and the Illinois General Assembly. And as a small business owner just 10 blocks away, I want to thank the governor for his commitment to small business, thank him for his commitment to science as we get through COVID-19. And I also want to thank Molly and Kate for their commitment and their investment into the Bronzeville community. Let us give Molly and Kate a round of applause. Molly and Kate, this is a beautiful facility that Bronzeville is extremely happy of, and I want to thank you again for your commitment and the 35+ jobs that you have brought to this area. I know that there are more jobs to come. As Stephen Mitchell mentioned, he also has an incubator space that's coming into this area. And as I mentioned before, as a small business owner, I understand the struggles for small businesses to be able to find working space that's affordable. So for Stephen, Molly, and Kate, thank you so very, very much. Also, I think that it is worth noting that Molly and Kate have invested $5 million into this space. So with the help of the General Assembly and the governor and Director Garcia, there will be a total of $7 million that will be poured into this space on the south side of Chicago. And I think that is worth another round of applause. So today is a great day for the Bronzeville community, and again, we want to thank the governor for his commitment to making sure that we rebuild the state of Illinois, and as he has mentioned, that no one is left behind. And so, Governor, I want to thank you again for all of your commitment to not only the Bronzeville community, the 5th District, but to the entire state of Illinois. I would like to welcome the governor back up for remarks.
Thank you. I'm just back here to answer any questions that members of the media may have, if there are any reporters here. And I don't see any, so we're free to say hello to one another. Thanks, everybody.